In Movies and Money, shares of AMC ramped up more than $4 going into the Memorial holiday weekend and that highly anticipated showing of Top Gun Maverick in theaters. Well, since then, the stock has been trending lower now that Top Gun is playing out on the silver screen, but green is streaming into the box office. We have much to get to with film critic Erik Childress. Hello, Erik.
Hi, Angie.
Erik, I saw two sequels over the weekend, Downton Abbey and Top Gun, and I was impressed by both. Top Gun smashed several records. What can you tell us about the dollar figures?
Well, Angie, it was quite the weekend for Tom Cruise and everyone behind the film. They've been waiting to get released for 2 years. And apparently fans are waiting too, as the sequel to 1986's Top Gun grossed $160 million over the holiday weekend. That bested the all-time Memorial Day record previously held by the third Pirates of the Caribbean film back in 2007, which grossed $153 million when you count in its Thursday previews just as Top Gun did. Now that's an achievement all by itself, but as mentioned last week, Tom Cruise has never had a 3-day opening that reached $66 million. He nearly doubled that with $124 million, not even counting the Monday holiday. Now, do not discount those really positive reviews that led up to its release either. Not by yours truly, mind you, but a 96% on Rotten Tomatoes is the highest score this year for any wide release, and I think it got some of the skeptics willing to take a chance on it over the holiday, and with an A+ cinema score to boot, word of mouth will likely be very strong. Downton Abbey, on the other hand, took a 63% drop in its second weekend and is likely headed in the vicinity of around $45 million, which is less than half of what the original made.
I'm not surprised that Top Gun fans are giving that film high marks. I thought it was excellent, and considering most sequels are just not that great, this one is compelling. And I have to say, the storyline does have some wonderful ties to the original. And as you had mentioned on the show, the flight scenes are incredible. Overall, it's a fun ride. Will this be the film that continues to fly to the top throughout the summer?
Well, I have the film in 6th in our summer movie preview, and admittedly, I could be off a place or two, but that is all dependent on how much families get out to theaters this summer. Now, the two films that Top Gun is now going to challenge for 4th or 5th place are Pixar's Lightyear and Minions: The Rise of Gru. Now, I was betting that these titles are going to be the ones that kids are going to be begging to see. Generations who grew up with the Toy Story films may also find interest in the Buzz Lightyear origin story. But so far, the biggest family films since 2019 have been this year's Sonic the Hedgehog 2, which is headed to over $190 million, and last December's animated Sing 2, which finished with $162 million. Now, Top Gun is headed for over $300 million, no question. Now, no film I had below it in my summer season rankings is going to do that, and I firmly believe that both Jurassic World Dominion and Thor: Love and Thunder are still top 3 material. My number 1 pick, Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness, continues to do well after a month in release and brought its total to over $375 million, which I believe at least another $40 million is headed its way by conservative estimates. So it still looks like a good choice in the 1 spot. Top Gun being a part of what could very well be a $300 million grosser summer is a welcome relief to a lot of theaters.
In some ways, I think Top Gun is a Jurassic Park. The plot you can probably figure out along the way, yet you get hooked. Is the runway clear for Top Gun this weekend?
For the most part, yes, Angie, because only independent studios are choosing to launch anything this weekend. But that means good news for David Cronenberg fans who are getting Crimes of the Future, his first feature in 8 years, and he's returning to the genre he helped popularize, known affectionately as body horror. Now, Cronenberg is the director of such films as The Fly remake in 1986, along with Scanners and Videodrome, and in Crimes of the Future he reteams with Viggo Mortensen, whom he worked with on A History of Violence, Eastern Promises, and A Dangerous Method, to tell the story of performance artists who perform surgery on one another to extract new organs that are evolving within humans. Now, needless to say, this is not a film for everyone, even if it feels far less graphic than many of his previous works, and though it is filled with a lot of interesting new ideas, I don't feel a lot of it is explored enough to be fully successful. A lot of this territory and visuals have been mined in previous Cronenberg films, and though I liked elements of it, particularly a great supporting performance by Kristen Stewart, I'd say this is more middle-of-the-road Cronenberg. Now, Neon is hoping to take advantage of this weekend and entice his fans because it should only take $1 million to crack the top 10 this weekend, while Top Gun is hoping to keep its total over $50 million.
Thank you as always, Erik.
Thank you, Angie.
Go to businessfirstam.com for where to see our show on TV.